If winning was a person, this person would probably be in the dictionary because she's having a hell of a run right now. Man, she halfway to an EGOT and got some big things popping. One time for her.
Thank you. Thanks for the love.
Hey, like I would imagine, like, right?
Oscar.
I should have brought. I'm sorry. I should have brought it. I just didn't want to flex too hard on y'all. You understand?
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Yo, like the Oscars should be inseparable for quite some time. And I know there's other like awards too, but you know what I'm saying? Like how many people could walk around like, you know, claiming that?
I know it's insane. I still can't believe it. I'm still like pinching myself. I really, really can't believe that happened.
I want to talk a little bit, H.E.R, about your artist development process, especially with regards to MBK, because your journey is pretty awesome. You know, like you're not new to this. This was a long process that you've been on. So tell us just a little bit about artist development, because we actually been talking about like Saweetie is now going into artist development. She's really trying to hone her craft, and I feel like that's something that isn't appreciated the same way it used to be, but like you really went through a artist development process. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I appreciate that. But, you know, I think good things take time, and I've been so blessed. I mean, music was a given for me since I was young. Since I was a baby, I was playing instruments and singing, and my parents, every opportunity that they took for me to be able to sing and do my thing. And then, you know, I got signed when I was really young to MBK-RCA when I was 14 years old. And everybody thinks that, you know, you get signed and then, you know, it's, okay, you're going to be famous, you're going to, you know, sell a bunch of records and it's a thing. But really, you know, we're building a career. It's just like anything else. You have to work your way up to things. You have to learn your craft and figure out who you are even. And so I've been blessed to have that creative space to figure out who I am, because at the end of the day, like, you know, you could put some random record that somebody else wrote on somebody and then throw it at the wall, see if it sticks, you know, and see if it's a hit. But that's not really the route that I wanted to go. You know, I'm a believer in real music and writing and creating and being a part. Well, really just creating my own and in control of my own destiny. And I think that's what art development is about being in control of your own destiny and putting in the 10,000 hours. People think it happens overnight, and it really don't. You know, I've been years and years of being in the studio, learning. I've worked with so many different people. I've you know, listened to so much music. I've learned so much about myself just as a young woman and who I am meant to be, and you know, how much I want to give to the world and how much I want to keep for myself. So there's all of these things that go into you know, being an artist and being in the music industry, because it's the music business. It's not just the music, you know, it's called a business for a reason, and learning the business, learning how it works to be a businesswoman and an artist at the same time, and not letting it get in the way of the creativity. So there's so many elements.
Now, H.E.R, I've been a big fan for the longest of time, ever since you was covering up your face and everything with your hand and all that stuff, not wanting people to see you. But we know that H.E.R stands for having everything revealed. And you're seem to be a very private person. We don't see a lot about you in the blogs or anything like that. Are you revealing yourself in your music per se, so that when it comes to the internet, you're kind of a little bit more closed?
Absolutely. I like to keep it about the music. You know, I think sometimes with social media, we kind of lost, I don't know, the magic of looking at some of the people that we love, like the artists that we love, just because we just know so much about them. And that's cool. That's dope. But I definitely am a private person. And yeah, I'm about the music. I think everything I have to say is all in the music. And every once in a while, you know, get a little glimpse into my life and who I am outside of everything. But yeah, I think I have everything revealed in my lyrics.
Because people do say that too, though, on the blogs with artists, like you just finished saying that, you know, it's kind of like the mysterious aspect of everything is taken away because everything is laid out there. How do you keep it off social media? Because you're in LA, right? And the paparazzi is out. How do you keep your business off the internet?
Man, I'm super low key. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know, masks and all that, people don't really recognize. And then on top of that, I feel like Clark Kent or something, but the opposite, because like people don't really recognize me without my glasses. Like people really don't know, or they'll be like, "You kind of look like," and I'm like, "Oh, really? I do." Like this one girl was like, you look like somebody I know. I was like, who? She was like, her. I was like, who? And I was messing with her. So yeah, some people don't recognize
everybody that's been on that journey with you though, but even just to see the layers kind of peel back a little bit, because a few years ago, you would have glasses, but they would be tinted out. Still could see what's going on. And we were pleasantly surprised to see you pop through. Oh, we could actually see her eyes, this time around. Initially, was it because you were shy? Or you wanted to kind of protect your magic, so when you're off that stage, you can kind of have a normal existence?
I think it's a combination of things. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm a shy person. I will say I just felt like I didn't want to be, a pretty girl who sings. I just wanted it to be about the music. I wanted my message to be in the forefront, and people not follow me because they think I take pretty pictures or because, my looks or anything like that. I didn't want that kind of attention out the gate. I really wanted, okay, this is why you're a fan of her, because of the music, because of the lyrics, because of the message and what I represent, not because you think I look a certain way or, because of how old I am or any of those things, where I'm from. I really wanted the music to be the forefront. But yeah, I definitely think it was easier for me to release such honest music since my face wasn't, the cover of it, so yeah, there's a piece of that too. I felt like I had my privacy.
I wanted to ask too about your collaboration with Tierra Thomas, and that's because like she used to be down with my boy Wale and Rico Love, and and I've loved her as an artist from the jump, coming out of indie and all of that, and then it seems like what she got with you guys just have a great chemistry when it comes to writing music. Can you tell us how you guys kind of connected, and was there like an instant chemistry in terms of writing? Because she now also has an Oscar because of you all's collaborative effort.
Yeah.
So that's awesome for her.
Absolutely. I love Tierra. I've known Tierra since I was, I want to say 15 or 16 years old, because she started working with MBK Entertainment as well. And we actually used to stay at the same apartment together in New York sometimes. So we got to bond on a personal level, and she was like a big sister to me. And then, I've always been a fan of her, especially because she plays guitar. So we related in that way. And we would be in the studio just writing, vibing, talking. And for me, with anybody I collaborate with, especially when it's different types of records, like it's usually somebody I have to have a personal connection with. Like we can talk about life, we can talk about perspective and things that we go through, and I can open up a little bit, and that's hard for me to do. So I think the personal connection is there, and she likes to push. Like we don't box ourselves and think oh, this is dope. Like there's no egos. I think sometimes creating, you want to have the dopest line, you want to have the dopest stuff, and you're too busy trying to be dope as opposed to getting the best thing or trying to get your opinion out and your thing out. And that's never been the case when we create. It's just all good vibes. Let's get the best song. Let's try to make the best record, or just we have a conversation and it happens organically. So I don't like to force anything, and I never have to with Tierra, and that's my sister. So it's easy. That's just what we do.
Yeah. I love that.
Another person that stays outside of the box and that you actually did your series with, Girls with Guitars, and that's Willow Smith. So she just was recently talking about polygamy and things of that nature. She's now involved in that. Do you feel like in 2021 it's a little difficult to be monogamous, or is that something that you want, that you require in a relationship?
Yeah, I definitely, I'm a Cancer. I feel like I'm loyal to the soil. I'm loyal, and I just, I don't know if I could get with the, I don't know if that's my thing, but I'm all about people not lying to themselves and being truthful to who they are, representing what they represent. You know what I'm saying? And be honest with that. Not trying to do something because it's a trend or because everybody else, or you think it's cool. Like, let's just be who we are unapologetically. So I respect her for that. And I love the rock stuff that she's doing a lot. Like, I think it's dope.
I feel like a bad collab could come down the pipeline at any moment. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The crazy thing about the internet, it's kind of like an infinity loop of information and videos, right? Like something could be said 10 years ago that'll resurface. We was talking earlier, about a week or so ago on the show about something that Steve Harvey said about how opposite sex people can't have friends with the opposite. You can't have friends with the opposite sex. And he was speaking to his own truths or whatnot. How does that work for you, like in the business that you're in? Because, there is a lot of dope creatives that, that's the homie, but sometimes things could get weird between point A and point B. What has been your experiences in that space?
I feel like I try to set the tone. Boundaries is a thing, you know what I mean? And like keeping it professional and keeping it cool. Like, I don't know. I'm just on some cool, chill stuff. Like everybody around me knows, like, don't be on no extra stuff. Like, don't be trying to do too much. Like, I think that's just the vibe that I create. And I have so many people that are so protective of me and my energy as well around me, which I think that's like something that we don't talk enough about, is about people around you that also help to protect you. You know what I'm saying? We don't look out for our friends enough, I think, in that way. So, I have a lot of people I call my big brother and my big sister in this industry, and they look out for me. We got to look out for each other at the end of the day. But yeah, I just try to set that tone, and try to set that respect in the room. Like, I ain't gonna be on no crazy stuff, but yeah, it has to be good vibes. It has to be good energy. Otherwise, the vibe is killed, and then we don't get a great song.
How about when you collabed with Skip Marley? Is that somebody you call brother, or is that somebody that you can set a tone with?
What you mean set a tone?
Like the tone we set.
Set a tone. Like dim the lights a little bit, slow down a little bit, maybe.
What's crazy is we didn't work in the studio together.
Really?
The song when we did that, and I fell in love with the song, and then we finally met, and yeah, it was a vibe. But Skip, I love Skip. Like that's definitely somebody I can chill with and be cool with. Like, Skip is one of those guys. He's super talented and super chill. Like, it's not ever on some extra stuff. Like, we cool. We good.
Very handsome man. Very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
It's like talking voice is his phone voice. So like you never really know the angle in which he's coming at. Like, like we talked to him a couple times. It's like, hey, like, this is how you talk to people on the phone.
No, the guys were falling in love with him. The guys in the room.
Well, how could you not?
Look, Greg has a man crush a little. Did he send those flowers that's behind you?
No. There's a lot of flowers in this room.
I'm sure.
I was gonna ask you about the flowers and the purple, because I know at the Oscars you had a beautiful purple ensemble, and I saw on the internet that this was an ode to Prince. Was that the case? And if so, kind of give us the designer, the inspiration, how you came up with it, and tell us about that.
Oh my gosh. So I actually had that picture of Prince at the Oscars saved for so many years, but I didn't know that it was his look at the Oscars. And me and my stylist were always sending each other inspiration and stuff. So I sent it to him a while ago. And so he sent it back to me and was like, I think this should be the vibe. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I saved this for so many years. And as we were doing the process, he was like, yeah, Prince's look at the Oscars. I said, wait. This was at the Oscars? This look that I saved was actually the one at the Oscars. It's crazy how God works, but just the timing and the feeling that I got, it was just like it all came together. And then working with Peter Dundas, like he's amazing. And apparently like 15 people handmade it in India, and it was like a whole thing. So yeah, the lyrics were on the details on the cape, and that was really special too. So crazy moment. I didn't think I was going to be receiving an award in it, so that made it even more special.
What did you do after? Because it's just like, I know that moment just had to be almost unreal to you. Like, I know you knew you can win, of course, but just to have it in your hand.
What? I was walking around like, oh my gosh, my mom was with me at the Oscars and she was so proud, and we were just looking at each other like, can you believe this? Like, just thinking back on how far I've come. But what's crazy is I went back to the hotel room where everybody else was, because of COVID, everybody couldn't come to the Oscars. So the whole team was at the hotel. I'm getting out the elevator and somebody's calling my name, and I look back and it's Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. It's Fred Hampton's son in the freaking hallway. And it was like, what, like the timing was just insane. And we just started talking, and I was almost in tears just thinking about everything that led up to this point, even just bigger than the Oscar, but just the purpose of the movie, the purpose of my performance, and the whole night and how special that was. So it was crazy. It was crazy. Then I went back to the room and we're all screaming and crying and giving speeches, and it was a whole thing.
For everybody who hasn't got a chance to touch one, what weighs more, the Oscar or the Grammy?
The Oscar weighs more. That Oscar is like heavy. Like,
can you work out with it? Can you get a
Yes.
good little forearm?
Yep.
Have you put the strategy together? You know, everybody's like, all right, cool, we halfway there. How we gonna get that Tony? How we also gonna get that what's the other Drake? The Emmy. Too.
Absolutely. Oh, trust.
What's
I'm
the
already. I mean, the thing is, you know, I love acting as well, and that's something that I really want to do. That I've been passionate about for a long time. So it's gonna happen. I don't even have to strategize. I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna do what I do, and then prayerfully it'll come.
I saw you in yesterday.
Would you
No, look, we both like we seen you in.
Grownish is our show. You know,
yeah. I love that show, but I'm definitely trying to win an Oscar as an actress as well. So we'll see.
Okay.
You know what? I feel like a lot of artists had some issues this year talking about the Grammys, right? And they felt like either they were left out, snubbed, but like you are actually an artist that people root for, that, you know, we know has genuine talent. What is your secret at the Grammys that, you know, some of these people can't quite seem to figure it out, but you seem to got it?
Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't think there's a secret. I don't think there's anything that I'm doing differently. Mm-hmm. I'm all about representing, you know, real music. I'm having these conversations with you guys. I'm out there like really putting in the work. I'm not turning down interviews. I'm not saying I'm too big for this or, oh, they snubbed me or anything like that. You know, I feel like I just have a positive attitude about everything, because at the end of the day, I love this. Regardless of the awards or the accolades, I would be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of getting paid, I would be doing this. So I don't even really think about those things. I mean, I work really hard. My team works really hard. Nobody's, you know, secretly having conversations or on the board or whatever people want to say, or the industry plan, all that. Like that's not a thing. That doesn't even exist. That's not a thing. So I don't know. I personally think I put in the work and I do what I do. And yeah, you know, I do think that we need to bring younger energy into, you know, some of these big, you know, companies and some of these big committees, but they're making a lot of changes, and I'm feeling it. I'm seeing it, and I'm feeling it. I don't have any bitterness or, you know, any question about that. I think things are changing, so I'm happy to be part of the change.
Speaking of the changes, you know, with COVID, a lot of artists weren't able to move around. Obviously, shows got canceled. Mm-hmm. One of the things I appreciate that you did, especially on your social media, was you had a lot of concerts in your apartment or wherever you were at, in your room. I don't know where I was, but I feel like I was wherever you were at, I was there. And it was so calming and so peaceful. And I know I connected like my Bluetooth. I had the speaker going, so it felt very like I was in a concert or just an intimate show. How did you enjoy those and putting them together? You would sing like other songs, like cover songs, some Lauryn Hill here and there mixed in with your own stuff. So tell us like how you kind of evolved in a time where like a lot of us were just, everybody was kind of stuck in the house.
Yeah, it was such an adjustment. I mean, I'm so thankful that I was still able to perform. You know, people are still calling me like, hey, you know, like do this concert. And I'm like, cool, you know, there's an opportunity to perform. And even though I'm in my house in my pajamas, damn near, you know, it's cool. It's dope. And I felt more connected in a certain way, because like you said, you know, I feel like I've just been organically showing more and letting people into my world a little bit more. And that was very personal for me to be in my bedroom, singing songs, playing music just randomly. And then being able to jam with other artists, like it was an adjustment, but I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was easy because just me and my guitar, and I think you really got to see me in a more intimate place, in a more intimate way.
Well, let's talk about a turned up type of place now. Turn up and a turn down. You just dropped a dope record with Chris Brown, Come Through, but then you're also on DJ Khaled's album with the Migos.
Yeah,
so how did that come about? How was it like working with them? And did y'all work in the studio together? Because I know the energy had to be crazy.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's been crazy, COVID and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's been crazy, but listen, Come Through, that was unexpected. I really was excited about that record because Chris Brown hopped on it, and it was like a surprise to me. I was like, oh my gosh, like he sounds like the old Chris. Like he really sounds like
right.
Oh, so I was hype, and he's been raving about this song and you know, calling it the song of the summer. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I trust Chris. So that was dope. But even DJ Khaled, I was in Florida, and he was like, come to my house. He had the whole chef going. It was like he was crazy. And I was like, man, what's he about to play? And he played me some of the record. It wasn't completely, you know, finished or anything. And I was like, oh, this sounds like it's gonna be something. And I did the record, and then I heard the Migos on it, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Because when I was in high school, my friend, his name is DeMarco, he was like, yo, you need to do a song with the Migos. I was in like the 10th grade. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that one day. So it's a crazy full circle moment. And to see that, and I can't wait for people to see the video and all that stuff. It's the energy is crazy. It's very different for me. You guys,
I could only imagine.
For that reason,
you're gonna love it, and I'm a huge Migos fan, so I'm hyped. I'm
both
really
videos are done.
Almost done.
I can't wait to see how that materializes. Now, we was talking a second ago about, like, you know, your live performances, right? And you could tell that, you know, it seems like you're the most free person in the world when you're on stage performing. If you could close your eyes and make your own fictional band of people who are dead or alive, who's in your band?
What? All right. That's a tough one. Prince.
Yeah, we knew that one.
Prince. Shoot.
We should act shop.
This is hard. I would honestly do like Prince and mix some new people like Childish Gambino. It would be Prince, Childish Gambino. George Clinton. That would be crazy. I don't even know. Travis Barker would be dope if he was
that's
there.
fire.
That would be dope.
You gotta get him. He is so in love right now that I think it's gonna be hard to get him to do anything. Courtney about to get him pregnant.
Let me think. That is a tough question. I don't know. Super group, like there's so many people I would have in my group. It would be stupid. It would be crazy.
That's a hell of a startup already. Have you got any records in with any of these people already? Like, is there secretly a H.E.R and Childish Gambino record sitting somewhere that we might hear somewhere in the future?
I don't know. I don't really want to, you know, confirm nor deny, but I've been working. I'm gonna just say that. I've been working. And there's tons of people I want to work with though. Stevie Wonder, that would be great.
Oh yes. Woo. Yeah. I just said I wanted him to sing in my wedding whenever I get married.
That'd be crazy.
Or you.
Okay, I got you. Let me know when.
I was gonna say you booking for weddings and whatnot. What's your move?
I'm a little busy though, man. Ever since the Oscars, my phone is blowing up. So
listen, you and Stevie just come together. Don't worry about it. I'll let y'all perform together.
All right.
Congratulations on all your success.
Yes, amazing.
Keep it going, keep it moving. For all your fans, everybody that's listening right now, all our fellow hustlers that are tuned in, let them know anything you want to tell them from your heart to theirs.
Man, I appreciate the love and the support that you guys continue to show me. Like I would not be here. I wouldn't be winning Oscars and Grammys without you guys. So the love is real, and let's keep the music going.
Please do. What's the name of the new album for you, Dip?
Oh, it's called Back of My Mind.
Yay. Woo! And when does it come out? I know summer, but
summer is coming out soon. I don't want to give an exact because it'll be changing. It's not going to be done until it's out. So
that's true.
You don't want to be bars doing this album like you did on I Used to Know Her, because it was a pleasant surprise when I heard you on that intro. And you're like, I was like, yo, her going in.
Never know. You never know. We'll see.
Fingers crossed. See you in the BET Hip Hop Award cypher or something. You know what
yes.
I mean?
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yep.
One time for her, y'all.
Thank you.
We are the Morning Hustle.